Hello, everybody. I'm John Cena. I've come to the Teryn and Dez show for the same reasons you have.
Teryn Lee, the queen of the drunk-eyed Canadians. She's the craziest bitch you'll ever meet, and she chops like a motherfucker. See her breaking hearts and smoking darts on the cruise. Yeah! Desi Bear, actor, comedian, podcaster, and writer. He's going crazy, and you will too.
It's TDS! The Teryn and Dez Show! Let's go!
Ah, yeah! Let's go!
That was very Jericho. We are wasted of you with the and the let's go.
What's up, Teryn? How the fuck are you doing, man?
It's me. Every day is every day. Today was my day off, and I got called to work, and now I'm me, and I'm doing my second job of the day. Lost a couple nails, so I'm a little ghetto, and it's every day is every day.
Excellent.
How about
Well,
you?
all my nails are broke, so we're even. That's good. We're off to a good
Fair
start.
enough.
We're off to a good start. It's August 6th. It is time, everybody, for TDS Tuesday, Teryn. And oh my God, what a long weekend here. SummerSlam, whole lot of wrestling. But that's not why we're here. We're not here for that reason. We're here for a big reason, Teryn. Why are we here this week?
And they're not these reasons this week, you guys. Oh my God. I know everybody loves when I talk, okay? I don't know how to shut my mouth. But for 1 week and 1 week only, I will shut my mouth because this guy can do it better than I can.
Oh wow, what an intro. Breaking hearts and smoking darts. Come on.
Yeah.
I might steal that, I swear.
No, you can't.
I think I might.
You can't. It's actually smoking darts and breaking hearts.
Yeah, okay, whatever it is. That was unbelievable. I just popped myself over here. But hey, guys, how are we?
Smoking darts and breaking hearts.
That's it. Great to be here on TDS. I'm excited. I'm fired up.
Appreciate it, Ben. Appreciate it. Really happy to be here. Tell everybody who you are, Ben. Give yourself an intro worthy of the fucking king, man.
Absolutely. Well, folks, if you don't know, I am standing at 6 feet, 12 inches tall, weighing in at 15% of a metric ton, meat popping, jaw dropping, earthquaking, pillars shaking. The man they come to see, the man made for TV, ain't corporate, but always all about the business, big trouble, Ben Bishop.
Yeah, see, I couldn't have done that.
I don't know. The darts and the hearts, that can't be beat. That just truly can't be beat. But yeah, that's me. That's me in a nutshell. Big, tall, handsome guy. Now here with you guys. This is how I want to spend my Tuesday nights. Let me tell you. With two Canadians, just talking shit, man. That's all I want to do.
Oh, don't get me started early, and I'm on good behavior today.
Oh, come on. You're going to be on your worst behavior, please. King of the All-Masonic, you're damn right. And we're all going to be, if anybody talks shit, we're going to meet at the All-Masonic, believe me.
Good Lord.
Dude,
I'm wearing my Arkansas shirt. Shout out. Woo pig, baby.
Well, our producer, Hobo, Ted, since I'm not allowed to just call him Hobo anymore, he is currently living in Arkansas. So
He is. Shout out the Hogs. We love it. I'm a big Arkansas guy. We went to war a few years back on Twitter, me and all the Arkansas fans, and now we all at least I think 99% of them like me. I think there's still the 1% who'd wish death upon me for that March of 2022. So
there's always holdouts, right?
There's always hey, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. Am I right?
Exactly. That's exactly what it's about.
That's perfect, because I did want to ask you about trolls and how you deal with them. Because I've seen it and I like it.
We can start with that. I try to kill them with kindness as much as I can. It's like the other day, a guy just one of my videos, like all my videos are satire, folks. So if you haven't seen them, like I'm self-deprecating. I'm making fun of myself a lot. I'm making fun of wrestling because it's the silliest form of entertainment and the most clownish form of entertainment out there, right? And the other day, a guy writes on one of my videos where I'm pretending to be like this stuck-up snob in a locker room. He's like overgrown baby, and I just look at his bio and it says he was a veteran. He's going through a weight loss journey, and I was like, "Hey man, thanks for your service and best of luck for your weight loss journey." And then he blocks me. So, I'm like, what did you want? I'm trying to be nice. And I think he thought I was being a dick. I'm like, I'm just trying to be nice. All I do, I just got to keep it positive. I keep it positive, keep it trucking, and keep the shades on. The sun never sets on a cool guy. That's my motto. So, just keep those shades on. I don't let anything get to me. Like anything. I played college basketball at the D1 level. I don't need, I've been called everything under the sun. I've been chastised, yelled at. When I played AAU basketball back in the day, I had a parent follow me to the parking lot and say they were going to kill me because I talked shit during the game. Legit followed me out there, talked about getting a gun and killing me. So I've been called everything. So if a silly guy on the internet that has no profile picture, no life, and nothing to live for just wants to talk shit to me, if that's how you get your jollies off, then so be it. It's all right. I'll take it.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're nicer than I am. I'm real. I take it personally, and then I come right for the throat. So maybe we'll get lucky enough, and one of my trolls will pop in tonight and get me fired up because
I want to hear it.
Buzzed up show for sure.
Hey, no worries. However you want to handle them, you do you. That's just my my way of doing it. Is like I think it just that's how I did it with the Arkansas. Everybody on Hog Twitter. I ended up just going and rolling with the punches, and they're like, all right, now we kind of like this guy, and it's mutual. I like them too. So.
Yeah, no, you absolutely turn the camera around in Teryn's room. You see the notepads all over the wall, the stickies of all the usernames.
Well, not even. I take those guys out.
It's like that. It's like in Billy Madison where you're like crossing off somebody.
No, it's not even like that. I mentally have their names, and I will find them in real life. Like there is, I won't say his name.
Like MacGruber.
Oh my God, yes.
I won't say his name on air, but there's a cruiser that I'm coming at January of 2025. Okay, and I'm gonna walk up and introduce myself. I want to see. I want to see what he's got to say right to my face.
Yeah,
right?
They don't say shit in person. Let's see it. Nah, see, I like that. I like that. Just that's it. Just wait on it. You'll see him. You'll see him or her. I don't know who it is, but
it's a dude.
It's a dude.
Yeah. The last time this happened to me, I got punched in the face by a dude on the cruise. It was fine. I survived.
Jesus. Well, hey, you know what? But you're I wouldn't want to cross you, Teryn. Honestly, I hear the accent. It seemed badass. So I don't mess with anybody from Alberta.
Dirty Alberta. Oh, you did your research. Alberta. You know I'm in Alberta, but that's all you know. We don't talk about where I actually live on the camera because I don't know. I have
no idea. I know Dez from the Northwest Territories, uppermost part. I know that as well.
Yeah, man. Arctic Circle.
Never met anybody from there, so that's great. That is first one I know from there. So
that's awesome. Well, I'm also half Eskimo, so if I was full-blooded, I might.
I saw Josh told me Eskimofo was your.
Yeah, so my work name
cool as well. Eskimo.
Workaholics.
Oh, really? I've watched a few episodes of Workaholics. I never got through the whole thing, but it's a very fun
show. They did a front yard wrestling episode, and Blake, one of the characters, he was the Eskimofo. It was super racist. It was really bad. Of course, they would never take ownership of it. So I tweeted to him, and I said, "Hey, man, I'm actually Inuit, and I'm going to be, I'm wrestling, I'm training. Can I use the name?" And he said, "Absolutely. Send me a signed picture." So I said,
dude, that rocks, man. Yeah. That rocks. That's cool. That's a cool guy. Nanny, how are you? No, I do need a top rope plushie, please. Please make a good one. Make a good one of me.
Yeah, he's got to be a tall one, at least 6'12".
Yeah, you got to make it actual size. You got to make it actual size. I'm putting you to the test.
Could you imagine if you commissioned a plushie that big? That'd be fucking crazy, man.
Come on. That'd be good. I'll carry it around all the conventions. I'll be your biggest billboard, literally and figuratively.
It would make history. I think it would.
I think it would too.
Oh, there we go, Tony. Exactly. That's exactly what it is, Tony. That's exactly why it's Eskimofo. That's
and he's that's it. Eskimofo. That rocks. That totally rocks.
Ben, the videos, the skits, the comedy, I love it, man. Tell me a bit about where you're coming from with these.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So basically, I'll kind of give you a long answer to a short question here, but through the last year, I last year at this time, I honestly was becoming disillusioned with pro wrestling, and I got to the point where I'm like, this shit sucks. I don't think it's for me anymore. I was I'm this big guy, and I'll say it. I mean, I'm a humble guy, but it's true. I'm aesthetically pleasing. Like, I'm a big, tall guy. Everyone's like, why aren't you signed? Why aren't you signed? All this bullshit. And I'm like, just sitting here every day, like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing? Oh my God, I love dogs.
Oh no, I was pointing to your socials, not
Oh,
the dog.
oh, yeah, but I love dogs anyway. I don't care. You don't worry about the socials. Don't worry about the dog. No, so like I was just like kind of becoming so like, this shit is just fucking brutal, man. And like I was like I didn't know what to do, right? I'm like kind of hitting a wall. Like, is it for me or is it not? I just didn't like it. I was getting so I actually got a message from Sam Adonis, awesome wrestler, wrestles a lot in Mexico. He's an American guy, and has been doing some fantastic work in Mexico. And he just kind of gave me like a little pep talk. And without getting into the whole thing, he basically was just like, dude, like just you stop trying to just listen to everybody. Basically, like don't like let these guys get in your head. Everybody has an opinion about big men in wrestling. A lot of it's bullshit. They want to keep you down. They don't want to really help you. Like you got to kind of do things your own way. And like I think you have so much potential that's just untapped. And I started doing the podcast with Nikki the Good, and we decided like we want to like kind of get ourselves out there and try to do something. And he's like, we need content. And I'm like, well, what can I do for content? I didn't want to like do vlogs and shit because I'm like, I didn't want to edit a whole vlog. And I just think like for the most part, like some vlogs are good and some are just like a drag. Like you're gonna watch me walk through a damn airport. Like nobody wants to watch anybody do that shit. So, I'm like, I'm not popular enough for anybody to give a shit about that. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I've always think wrestling. This shit is so silly and dumb. Wrestling at its core is dumb. It's a carnival. It's a circus. We're all carnies. I'm like, there is so much to make fun of here that no one, and I'll be honest, not like almost no one has the balls to make fun of because they think you're going to get heat, right? And like, so I'm like, fuck heat, dude. It's like, let's have some fun. Let's like do some like make some videos. And so I just said, I'm going to do this shit to pop myself. And if I get heat for it, so be it. I thought about quitting anyway. Right. So I was like, if I get heat for it, I don't give a shit. And if people want to blackball me, it's like, all right, well, I went out like a Blades of Glory, right? Blades of Glory. Yeah. So I just said, I'm going to, so I started making these videos and just creating these characters, and it was kind of therapeutic. And all of a sudden it started catching on. And I started learning new ways to do it, what's working, what's not, all this, influencer bullshit, and like trying to figure out like how these videos can start popping a little bit. And we're here a year later, things are starting to pick up. And, I'm just kind of finding my niche, and that's really it. I listened to Matt Cardona a lot, and he said, you can sit there and you can feel sorry for yourself and play like the woe is me game, and you're not getting what you want. Like he was on WWE in 2011 and he started Z True Long Island Story. You can do that and you can bitch and you can moan and you can complain, but at the end of the day, no one gives a shit. Right? No one cares everyone's gonna be like, man, that sucks. But they don't care. They're not there to help you. Most people in wrestling aren't there to help you. So I was just like, I gotta do shit myself. And I'm gonna do it my own way. I'm not gonna listen to all this bullshit like, oh, you gotta respect this, they respect that. No, fuck that. Like, no one got ahead doing any of that shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna do my own thing, have some fun, see where it goes. And you know what? It's finally taking off. So it's finally working. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it until the wheels fall off.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
the fucking dream, man. That's
we're
the
fucking
fucking
here for it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's the thing. I've gotten a lot of like really good feedback, and people enjoy it, right? And I don't. And there are people who are like haters and trolls and like say all this shit and or take my shit too serious. I'm like, dude, if you take your shit too serious in wrestling, just don't even be in it, or really in life. To be honest, not even in wrestling. Fuck wrestling. Like in life, if you take yourself too serious, and you have like you're not going to ever like really enjoy yourself. Like I found out what I was doing on AEW Rampage a month ago. Found out I gotta lose in 2 minutes to Roderick Strong, who's half my size. Great wrestler, don't get me wrong. Tremendous wrestler, but he's half my size. We got to figure out how I lose in 2 minutes. I didn't get any offense in, nothing. I couldn't do anything. But I'm like, how do I make this? And I could have sat there and said, and bitched and moaned like, oh, I'm a big guy and I'm losing so quick and this sucks, this, that, and the other. And I could have done that, or I could have said, how can I make lemonade out of lemons? Turn lemons into lemonade, right? Like, I just got to do something. And so I was, I gotta. So that's what gave me that idea, just to start rolling with the punches, have some fun. Don't sit there and just like, complain, whine to everybody that's within earshot. I was like, I got to do something. So I did it. Oh,
Dude, absolutely. And may I thank you for your sacrifice on that one. Fuck, man. Like, dude, man. There was
I want to go to him next time. I'm like, dude, thank you. Thank God I didn't get anything in it. It wouldn't have worked. So I'm happy how it worked out.
Well,
Yeah.
the last person that
she breaking up, or is that me?
I think she broke up for a second.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Man,
Oh boy.
internet
Oh,
hit
no.
us hard here.
The heart and soul of this show just left.
I tell you. Now
what
we're
are we
just
gonna
floating out the wings here. Now I don't know what's going on.
Oh no.
But no, like the power of social media, dude. It's crazy because we've seen it in the industry where somebody will get viral and then they'll get bookings, but they're not good, right? But yourself, you've got so much substance. It's fucking crazy that you got these funny videos and then people watch the clips and they're like, holy shit, this guy's got the look and he's wrestling, like fucking let's book him, right? Like it's
easy. No, and like that's what I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be one of these like one trick pony type guys, like, and I see so many guys that just like go like, viral for something and they're not like, that's all they have, like one little gimmick that works, right? I'm not going to call anybody out, but there's plenty of them in wrestling. And they went viral for one clip and all of a sudden they start getting all these bookings like crazy. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be like that. Like, like people started hearing about me after AEW more and started looking me up more and being more intrigued. Yeah. But like, I'm not going to stop. Like I try to put out something every single day. For the past 2.5 months, I put something out every single day. And I'm not stopping. Like I'm not going to just stop. And I'm just showing people like, dude, I can come up with something at the drop of a hat. Like, and this is not me bragging. It's just like, I can. And I'm going to outwork people in that aspect. That's corny to say, but it's like, I'm going to. Like, I'm going to continue to put, like, if you put out one video a week, I'm putting out 7. And I'm editing and I'm doing it all myself. And I'm not the best editor, but I'm learning along the way. I'm trying to figure out different ways, experiment with different things. So Ben Hawk to see, exactly, one trick pony, right? I mean,
that's what I was gonna bring up. I was gonna fucking say the Hawk Tua. You could be that fucking the one trick.
That's the thing. So, like, and then she already killed kayfabe and said she doesn't even do it. So like,
what?
she went on a podcast. She's like, I was just fucking around joking. And so like, you killed your gimmick. You killed your whole gimmick.
One thing. That was the one thing was her integrity. Everybody was shitting on her, but she had her integrity that she gave sloppy Joes, all right? Come on. Fuck, man.
Yeah, but she also seems really stupid. She thinks in Canada we only use outhouses. Did you see that video?
She's not a very smart person. Doesn't seem like it. But you know what? I heard through the grapevine, you know how much she's making per appearance?
I don't know. Maybe she should show up to the Calgary Stampede appearance when she's booked on it, and maybe I would have seen her. And Uncle Toho could have seen her, but she didn't show up.
She didn't. Was she booked for it?
Yeah, she was booked to do a special intro to something, and she didn't show on the Calgary Stampede of all things. This bitch didn't show.
Damn, fuck her then. You want to know? I'll say $30,000 per appearance. 30,000. She's getting 4 to 5 appearances a week right now.
That's all I need to do is start pretending I give sloppy BJs, and I could start making that. Jesus,
you got the accent. You got an accent too, so it might work if you go and say it's somebody.
I'm doing life wrong, guys.
Right here, we got Ben Bishop. This is the most viral we could possibly get. Teryn, fucking pull it out right here. Make the comment about your blowies. Let's do it.
Wait, so this is the episode I should have brought the glizzies out and deep throated it?
There we go. You would have 30K an appearance.
That's at like least 50K Canadian.
There we go. There we go. The power of the Canadian dollar.
Fuck's sake. So you're making videos here. You said you're making content every day. You're the idea man. You're fucking ringing this bell that is in my head. You're really hitting me here really close because I absolutely know what you're talking about. I write shit all the time. My problem is can't get anybody to fucking be in these things. How the fuck are you getting your partner to do this? And cooperate.
Like my wife doing it?
Yeah.
Well, she's a good sport. She's a good sport. And I'll just be like, hey, like 10 minutes, please. Just like, come on. That's all I need. That's all I need. Right.
But then it's like 2 hours of dishes or what? Like, holy
fuck.
Man.
No, she does enjoy it, surprisingly. She gets a kick out of it. But that was the other thing, is like a lot of people are like, oh, I need a bunch of people to make skits. I need people to make skits. And I realize that people are so unreliable. And like it'd be like, hey, let's all meet up. It's like, I got something going on, or people are kind of afraid to do it. So I'm like, screw that. Like I thought about that and like reaching out to people, collabing with people, but it just takes so long to get people to get on board with it. And so I just said, like, fuck it, I'm doing it myself. Like I'll be all these different characters. I'll take the time to have wardrobe changes back and forth and shit like that, you know. And because I couldn't rely on people anymore. I wanted to start like a group of guys, girls in wrestling and make these skits, but I'm like, I'd rather just do it myself and have my own creative output or input into all this stuff, because then you put too many cooks in the kitchen. Everyone thinks they're a comedian. Everyone thinks their shit doesn't stink. And then it comes out and the whole shit smells horrible. So I'm like, I mostly, I'm just like, I'll do it myself. And Danny, my wife, she's great because she just like, just tell me what you need me to say. I'm like, and you know what? She does a great job. After all this stuff that we've done has been 1 or 2 takes at the most, right? Like, it's just like, I kind of want you to say this, like, just say this in your own words, like say something like this, and she makes it work. She does a great job. She's a star. I'm not the star. She's the fucking star.
It took me so long to figure out.
Shout out to women.
It took me so long to figure out that I could do all of my wardrobes like in one, like do all the dialogue in costume A and then change. So I remember just fucking like just totally not thinking and just like starting to do the dialogue.
Yeah.
Switching over, like putting the wig on, and then like, no, change once.
That's what I did that once. I did a skit like last year, I think, or earlier this year, I forget. And I was trying to do like a meeting, like if TV execs in the 90s were arguing about ratings like wrestling marks do in the right now. And I had 3 people I had to do it. I had to keep changing polos nonstop. I just kept going. I just put one on, take it off, put one on, take it off, and just kept going. And I did like 20 times. I had to change my shirt. And it was so like, just say one little thing quickly and just move on to the next one.
Was it the same wrestling character you were playing though?
Oh no, I was playing like TV execs.
I was gonna say, because we all know they don't change their shirts.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, they don't. They definitely don't.
You know what, Joel? There's one thing TDS does, and we do it pretty goddamn well. Is
cancel moves on the cruise.
On the Jericho cruise.
Yeah, I should get booked on the Jericho. I saw in the opening you had my tag partner at Juggalo Championship Wrestling with Jack Talos. Zach.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw that you had him. I saw him on the cruise. So,
dude, he's so much fucking fun, man.
Yeah, he's a good time. He's a lot of fun. He is a lot of fun. Sometimes too much.
God,
sometimes too much.
You feel safe in those arms, you know, when you're fucking when you're in that hug.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude. He is.
He chops the piss out of Dez every year on the boat. It's a thing that we orchestrate and have to film, and it's every year. If Dez is feeling down, we just go find Jack and get him chopped, and he feels way better.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude, man. No, we a lot of big guys in wrestling have big man heat. We fortunately do not. We do not. I was actually the way we met is we were on Young Rock together. Well, he was on it. I was his stand-in as the Undertaker when he was the Undertaker, and that's how we met. We hit it off kind of there, and then we did a WWE 2K commercial together as well. He was the Undertaker, and I was Hogan. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, no, he's a good brother for sure. He is.
And you worked one of our other good friends a couple weekends ago, Vargas.
Yeah.
Vargas is a lovely man. He saved me from like being black marketed on the streets of Philly one time.
Did he?
He did. He's seen this crackhead because we all went to a AEW show, and he seen this crackhead lurking at me, and he's like, I don't think so. So he came and he saved me, and then I didn't even have to walk the rest of the way. Vargas put me on his shoulders, and I got like straight up Queen of the DEC treatment. I didn't even have to walk anymore.
Wow, what a knight in shining armor that guy is. No,
Vargas
he is a great dude. He is. He's a son of a bitch to wrestle. But let me tell you, he is a good dude. I met him for the first time when I worked him, and I always saw his stuff. I thought he's great, and I was really happy I got the chance to work with him. So yeah, no, one of the good guys in the business. Good to see Sarah here. Sarah, hello, one of the OG fans of Old Big Trouble, and of course, Nasty Leroy checking in. He's always
I was gonna ask you because you're in Atlanta right now. You know my Instagram son Nasty. I was so curious about that.
Of course I know Nasty. Yeah, no, I trained with Nasty a few times at the Nightmare Factory, so I know Nasty. I know Nasty pretty well. We see each other at shows. Another good brother, Nasty.
Yeah.
Good to see you here, bud.
He so lovely took me to his most infamous Hooters last January in Atlanta.
He
So I
lives
got
his gimmick. I'll tell you, he lives his gimmick.
He really does. And we went to his house, and it was a lovely Instagram mother and son day. But
Oh,
cheeseburger ruined it for Leroy. I am sure you know about the cheeseburger nasty heat.
I don't know. I not too much. Not too much. I don't know about
Yeah,
the
Leroy, you're letting it slip. You're not talking about the feud at the school or what?
Nasty.
No,
What happened?
Leroy's definitely been very awesome, very influential in American history. We love Leroy for sure. Definitely pivotal man in the movement for sure.
No, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah.
We love Nasty.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ben, one thing I really want to talk to you about, obviously, our awesome producer Ted. His name is Ted. His
Hobo.
title in his living situation
Hobo.
is Hobo. His name is Ted. He gave me a little bit of information about you here, and tell me a bit about like having a shoot job, living in two lives, because obviously I'm wrestling. I've got a job. I'm in communications, broadcasting. Like on radio and stuff. So definitely two different paces, right?
Definitely.
Tell me a bit about like as much as you're willing to share on that, like
the Clark Kent to my Superman.
right?
Yeah, no, because so
Video games.
it's people watch my videos and they think I'm a big doofus because I kind of am at the core of things. But I do have 2 degrees. I got a bachelor's degree. I got a master's degree, and I went to school for industrial organizational psychology I got my master's in that. And now I work for a great company. And I won't dox myself too much, but
Of course.
you can really look me if you really want to dig deep. I'm a pretty open book. You can find out who I am, what my real name is. But I work for a great company. Fortunately, I get to work remote. It gives me a little bit more flexibility. I work right from my house, and I get the opportunity to take time and take 15, 20 minutes out of the day, make some videos, get some content up. It's what I always said is like I kind of in like 2019, right before I started wrestling, I kind of was hitting like a wall where it was like I need something else to do because like just having a 9 to 5 to me is just not enough. Like I needed to scratch that like creative itch because I always had something like I had basketball, playing basketball my whole life.
Yeah.
Then I played a little Australian football. And I never had, and then like all of a sudden I just didn't have anything else. I was like, I felt like I'm just working and that's it. Like my day's done at 5. Like,
Right.
I would go to the gym during the day or in the morning and my day's just done. Now what do I do? And I always needed something. I was always someone that needed something else. I couldn't just be known as like, just Ben and here's my job and that's it. Right. I needed something. So like, fortunately I had wrestling and like, now it just feels like, everything seems a little bit more fulfilled. Like I'm doing something. I'm trying to go and achieve something and go towards a goal. Because I didn't have that for a while. It was just like, just do your job. And it's like, it's the rat race, like Groundhog Day every day. Right. Like I just couldn't ever be somebody to be okay with that. And I just had to continue to like go and try to achieve something.
When in 2019 did you start wrestling?
September 2019. I was listening to Busted Open Radio. This is how it got started. I was listening to Busted Open Radio and Enzo Amore was on it. And he was talking about like, it was when Big Cass was going through some problems and some challenges. And he was talking about that. And he was also saying that like he was going to be at a show right outside Baltimore, Maryland that night. And I was always a big fan of Enzo and Cass. And I was like, I lived in Maryland. My wife was dog sitting for a friend that night. And I just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go to this show. I have nothing else going on tonight. It was just a Friday night. So I bought tickets, Adrenaline Championship Wrestling. I almost didn't go. I was crushing it in Madden, and I almost just said like, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Holy fuck, man.
Video games.
I know. So this is it, kids. Get off your couch, and I'm not even a big video game player, which is crazy. Like I just
touch fake grass.
I just like that night was just playing it. My wife wasn't there, and I'm like, I have time to do. So I had nothing else to do, so I was just playing. And I'm like, I almost really didn't go. I swear, but I was like, just get off the couch and go. And so I went. And I just was like hanging out, sitting in the back. And during intermission, I was just standing up and just kind of trying to mind my own business. And Gilbert came up to me and it was just like, who are you?
Holy fuck.
And I was just like, I'm just Ben. And he's like, he's like, are you a worker? And I wasn't like an internet wrestling fan. I was a casual fan. Like I was a big fan of wrestling, but I liked it when I was on TV. I didn't do the dirt sheets. I didn't do any of that shit. I just watched the shit on TV and I loved it, right? For what it was, which more people should do. But I didn't know what worker meant. So I was like, yeah, I have a job. And he goes, no, are you a wrestler? And I was like, no. And he's like, do you want to be? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. And so he's like, let me introduce you to Jimmy. So I walk up and it was James Ellsworth. And
Wow.
he just looked at me and he goes, do you want to do this? And I'm like,
Fuck.
I think so. Yeah, I guess. And he's like, take my number. So then the next day I started wrestling. So yeah, that was pretty wild. It just, literally next day in Hanover, Pennsylvania, I took my first bump. So that was, that's how it started 5 years ago.
Fuck,
That's
man.
wild.
I'm in the same thing. It's June of 2019, man. This is fucking crazy parallels, man.
Yeah, that is.
Fuck.
Absolutely. No, it's
Dude, that is
in
wild.
time, it's like I've been a wrestler longer than I was a college basketball player now. So that's crazy to think.
Oh, you guys' stories are so different than mine. I just got drunk, flew to LaGuardia, went to cheeseburger school, and said, "Let's take some bumps." Just drunk as
Oh
fuck.
shit. Hey, fuck yeah. Did you take the bumps?
Yeah, there's a whole video package. Cheese actually said that I do a better, splash than he does. And I was like 12 out of 10 drunk. I was drinking all night. I crushed a 12 pack in the car on the way to the school.
That rocks. That's
Dez
badass.
is like, oh God, I'm embarrassed.
That's
just
badass.
redacted. This whole part's just redacted. Yeah, you know, this guy's dojo. I was there, piss loaded, jumping in, but just redacted.
Oh,
Well, I
man,
told him
no.
if I get hurt, it's on my own recognizance.
There you go.
No, like,
She does have the best swanton in the business. Though.
Tony was there. Old Dirty Dick Rick was there, and I do have a 6 swanton for being that blasted. That was wow, first time ever in the ring. Granted, I came home bruised up. I looked like I'd been beat up for days.
Of course.
But it was pretty solid.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And thank you, Sarah, as always. You know how much I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, so that was kind of it. I mean, and then now we're here. You know, it's funny, you know, being a big man in wrestling and being my size, I just everybody nonstop, just like, oh, you know, Vince is gonna love you, or this is like they're gonna love you, and oh, you're gonna get a job immediately, this, that, and the other. And I was just like, I kind of rested on my laurels sometimes, right? Like I just think like, you know, oh, I'm tall, I'll get a job. Oh, I'm in good shape, I'll get a job. And I just kind of like sat back and thought it was going to keep coming to me. And you know, like I said, up until last year, I was like, I can't just wait for it to come. Like I gotta just go get it. And because it just like, and all this, like, because that's what they almost want you to do, to be honest. Like guys want to keep you down. 95% of people in wrestling don't want to help you. They want to try to keep you down as much as possible because they don't believe in the way it should be. Is what Ellsworth taught me. Is like when you get to a certain point, you want to reach back down and pull the next guy up. A lot of guys don't want to do that anymore. Man. They don't want to. They want to keep their time on TV. Then there's a ton of guys I could out right now. There's a guys I could go off on, and I know exactly who they are. And if they wanted to say they don't try to do this, they're absolute liars because they know what they're doing. And I won't because I got to keep it somewhat political. But if you catch me in a few years when I'm all done with this shit, maybe we'll talk.
I think we talk in a couple years because I feel like there's maybe somebody that we both might know that I'm not allowed to talk about on air right now because I'm on good behavior. Yeah, we can talk. I'll definitely let you guys know and give you scoops when I know the time is right. But there's plenty of people like that in wrestling. But fortunately, I'm trying to get around more people who are the opposite of that and the ones who believe in helping. And, you know, obviously James Ellsworth has believed in me for the past 5 years and helped me a lot. And he's been, you know, putting his neck out for me and he's been getting me opportunities. You know, luckily I'm like a 7-foot guy and in shape. So it's not like he's really going out on a limb, but you know, but he's opened up a lot of opportunities for me. And now, and most recently, you know, Jeff Jarrett has been helping me out a bit too, which I'm still trying to get booked on that show. And the campaign's going on. So folks, please tweet at Jeff Jarrett, #BookBen, please get me on that show. Cause I took myself off another show in New York to get on Jeff's show. Cause I got to politic my ass off. Okay, you guys, TDS bastards, you know what the fuck to do. You get on there and you start tweeting and posting on Facebook and you do it, or you'll have to deal with the wrath of this old fucking bitch. Okay.
Twitter's the best. Make sure you're on Twitter too. Just go on.
Yeah.
If you don't have an
Go on
account,
X.
I don't care if you're X. I'm sorry, Elon. I say don't go on there and just let Conrad, let Jeff know to make sure that I'm booked for that show. Because if I'm not booked, I'm fucked. So,
Okay, well, we got you. Your friends at TDS, we got you.
There we go. I'm a big TDS guy now.
What I need to circle back on is you're here to learn, you want to grow, you want to fucking get more opportunities, right? Okay, what we do best on TDS, okay? There's one thing. You met Enzo. You know who Big Bill is. You might know Big Bill.
I do.
So I think there's only one spot for you. And as the official party podcast of the Jericho Cruise, Chris Jericho, I think this man needs to be a part of the learning tree.
I think so too. Yeah, let me tell you how many there is that after AEW, after people saw me, so many that has been the number one thing people talk about, at least on Twitter and on Instagram as well, where I kind of live most of my alter ego on those two platforms. So, but people nonstop saying that, like, why is he should be in learning tree, tagging Chris Jericho. Chris, I know you see it. I know you see it. So let's make something happen. It's what the people want, right? You're a man of the people. Come on, let's get I got ideas out the wazoo, Chris. That could make this. I'm telling you, I believe it. It could my gimmick with that. It could go along real great. So I'm telling you, that's money, Chris. Dude. Don't leave it on the table. Don't leave it on the table for someone else to pick up. Don't do it.
Bigger, better, faster. Jake Hager, you're better than all of that. You got it, man. He's fucking. You're the beast. He's got to back you, man. Come on.
Okay, these guys are being way too nice, Chris. Fucking put this guy under the learning tree for piss sakes. Come on,
Chris.
You love a good talent. You love fucking charisma. Fucking make it happen. Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. He said, fellow Canadians are telling you, Chris. Come on.
Not just fellow Canadians. The official party podcast.
Official party podcast, the Jericho Cruise, the party pod of the Jericho Cruise. Yeah, Chris. I'm telling you, like I said, he better not. Look at that. The whole thing. The drunk-eyed Canadian. That's it. I love the gimmick and the branding, guys. I mean, it's not really, I don't think it's a gimmick, but I love the branding is what I should say.
No, I am drunk. I'm fun, man. Life. It's not a gimmick. This is me.
It's the life. Yeah.
I love it. I love it, guys. This is great.
Yeah.
The giant redwoods. I mean, the writing's on the wall, man. Like, it's just like, it's so simple.
Yeah.
People will pay attention to two big, aesthetically pleasing guys on TV. They're going to want to watch that. Like, you turn in the channel and you see two 7-foot guys standing next to each other, and people go, "Oh, I know Chris Jericho. Oh, wait, is that former Big Cass? And who's the other guy now?" Like, look at this. Like, they're gonna stay.
Guys.
They're gonna stay.
He's not just talking about the women looking at aesthetically pleasing guys. Okay, I can say that. He's talking about dudes too.
No, dudes will.
That's what he's looking for.
It's like, meaty dicks.
I'll be honest. I always say my DMs are filled more with dudes than they are with the girls. But at least like 98%. Yeah, I'd say 98% mostly dudes. Yeah.
Well, me and you have that in common.
There we go. That's what we have in common. But yeah, I'm telling you, they will stay on they will stay on the TV, on the channel when they see that, because that's what people want to see all throughout wrestling. It's a simple formula. There's nothing against smaller guys in wrestling. They're very good. Right. But again, like, people go to the circus. They don't go to see the trapeze artists. They don't go to see the clowns. They go to see the elephants. Right.
Say it. Say the words.
You go to see something you don't see every single day.
Well, I mean, unless you're me, because I don't go to the circus, because if I want to see clowns, I'm going to see that every day of my life.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So you see clowns every day of your life. That's what I mean. You're going to see clowns every day of your life. Right, clowns are just there. They're there for, like, the comedic relief, and you're there for, like, okay, this is okay. It just so happens I'm an elephant and a clown put together, so you get best of both worlds. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, people want to see wrestling. Wrestling's a circus. That's what it is, and you go to see things you ain't gonna see your whole life. You're not gonna see You're not gonna see a guy like me sitting next to you in the crowd very often.
And what we can hope for is in 178 days, you guys. 178 days. Teryn and Dez are going to be on their 6th Jericho Cruise.
6.
We start marking the fucking marketing, going hard. Maybe we get this fucking guy on here too. We got to work on Cheeseburger, because he's not going to get either. And this fucking guy is a now goal. All right.
See, wouldn't that be a good visual? Me and Cheeseburger being a tag team.
Dude,
Look at
the
that.
meat pop drop on the high seas, this shit would be crazy,
The
bro.
meat pop drop, dude. It needs to happen. It needs to happen.
Dude. But honestly, tell me about the meat pop. I mean, obviously, it speaks for itself. You've obviously been
The meat
talking about
pop
it.
drop. The meat pop, the where I got the name from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of like 80. I've always been a big fan of 80s movies. I'm a really big fan of John Carpenter movies. And Big Trouble in Little China was one of my favorite cult classic movies ever. So when I was trying to come up with a character and trying to come up with like a name in wrestling, and everybody's like, why don't you be like a Viking or like a Tarzan or like that? I'm like, that's so fucking lame. Like that sucks. That shit sucks. Like, so I'm just gonna be a non-talking Viking and like come out and just like infer and just be the same thing that everybody wants big men to be and just big dumb idiot. Like, no, like I have a personality and I want to use it. And so I was like, we're just talking like, what are you into? And I'm like, I don't know. I kind of love like the cheesiness of like 80s movies. That someone just goes, why don't you just be Big Trouble? And so I was like, oh fuck, that does sound good. That sounds really fucking good. And then I just kind of, I used my real name and just chose Bishop, and now everyone thinks I'm the hockey player from the Dallas Stars. But I decided, like, I was like, this sounds pretty fucking good. And Meat Pop is because in the movie he drives the Pork Chop Express, and I was like, I can't say Pork Chop Express. So I remember in college when we'd always refer to like dudes, just like big dudes, like brolic ass dudes, we'd always call them Meat Pops. And so I was like, fuck it, Meat Pop Express. I was like, let's roll with it. And then I was just like, earthquake. In the movie, he says, let's quake the earth and shake the pillars of heaven. So I was like, all right, earthquake and pillars shaking. Right.
Nice.
And then I was like, okay, I wasn't, and it's funny because I was a big fan of like Double J, JEFF JARRET. And so I was like, all right, I was like Road Dog, DOGG. I was like, all right, BTBB. Right. So that, because it's something you can remember and quick. And then I thought about saying my height. I didn't want to just be like, 7 feet tall, 300 pounds or whatever. You've heard that a million times. So I remember when Kevin Garnett first got to the NBA, he said to everyone, I'm not 7 foot. I'm not 7'1", I'm 6'13", because he didn't want to be just a typical center and a typical big guy just thrown into that. So I said, fuck it. I don't want to just be a typical 7-footer. I'm 6'12". And 15, and I was just like, I'll just keep up the bullshit. 15% of a metric ton. Like, no one really knows how much that is. I mean, you can't, at 330 pounds, but like, it's just like, it's just something you remember. And I remember so many people when I first got started would say, and this is an example of, and I hate listening to people all the time. When I first got started, everyone's like, dude, just say 7 foot. That's so stupid. It sounds so stupid.
Oh, fuck them.
Like, it sounds so fucking dumb.
Them kids.
And I'm just like, you've heard 7 foot, like people remember 6'12". I have a show I'm going to be at on Friday in Buford, Georgia, Disruptor Wrestling, and the whole crowd chants 6 foot 12 the whole time. So they remember. They're not going to chant 7 foot, 7 foot. It sounds dumb, right? It's like you remember 6 foot 12, and now that's something that people like just only me. I'm the only guy. So people are like, isn't 6 feet 12 inches tall? Isn't that 7 foot? I'm like, yeah, it could be. I'm like, yeah, I'm like maybe. I just
the trackers have said so.
It's a little bit shorter, Yeah. So no, that's kind of how I came up with the gimmick, and I just try to keep adding to it, right? And just keep obviously, this is the official party podcast, the Jericho Cruise, and you look at a guy like Jericho who just keeps adding to his gimmick, right? It's a little bit and changing it a little bit here and there, adding new catchphrases, new things. And that's a guy you look at, and that's like a perfect example of it. You just got to keep adding things and, see what works, see what doesn't, and just you'll always be able to cut a promo. You just have a shit ton of things you can say. So
our good friend Jamal here has a solid point. Hell, not just a cruise. I heard it's a show happening the night before the cruise. Let's get him booked for Boca Raton.
Which promotion is that, Jamal?
Boca Raton Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
Jack follows wrestlers for them.
Yeah, so let's tell that guy, whoever runs it, to actually answer my emails, because he's big timing me right now. So
Matt's big time.
Oh,
he's big timing me.
Big time, huh, boys.
All right, well, fuck your friends at TDS. We got you.
There we go. Yeah, they haven't wanted to book me. They said they were all set. He said we're all set.
Oh no, Matthew, bro.
All right, well, maybe maybe there needs to be a tag team.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. What I'm saying. I mean, that's hey, promoter. I'm not trying to call people out, but I'll tell you how it is. When you leave me on red, if you're gonna give me the hey, we're full and we have enough people, I'll let people know that. It's what you told me. I'll tell you.
I'm booked for that show, bro, and I need some backup here. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll be your big.
And I can't do a lot. I'm not that big of a girl. I can't do much to help him. I'll be there to help, but I can't do a lot.
And I'm in Georgia. I'm not too far. I can get down there pretty easily. So I'm not,
Bro, did we just become the NWO right now? Is that what just happened here?
I think you're going to take it over. I think so.
Fucking right, dude. I think this is it. Goodbye, cheeseburger. Fuck, this is it, man. Yeah. January 31st. It's going down now.
Is that what it is? January 31st?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm open that day. I'm open that date. So let's make it happen.
Hold that booking then, because I'm gonna need somebody to fucking. I talk a lot, and I don't like to. I can't punch very hard. So.
All right. So do I. So we'll make it happen as long as they want to bring in Big Trouble. I'll put that date in my calendar right now and hold it off. I'm not an expensive date, guys. I'll come down. I'll have some fun. You're not going to give me much. I mean, I heard Boca Raton's a great time. That's what Jack tells me. I've heard it from a lot of people.
It's amazing. I've honestly, the production values, I've never seen an indie show with six guys behind the screen there with all walkies,
I'm also a Cesar Bononi guy. I know he's involved with Boca Raton. He's been helping me get my body on track. So he's fucking awesome, guys. I anybody that uses him or wants to use him, I swear by Caesar. He's done it. It's only been on. This is going to be my 6th week now that we're finishing up. So he's fucking awesome. So I'm like a big fan of his. So but yeah, I know he's involved too.
I might
Dude,
have
it sounds
to.
like you have a lot of pull there already. It sounds.
I might have to take back my truth from last year. So me and the booker of the show, there was some beef for like about 5 years here. And last year, the night before the cruise, I took it back, and we just became best friends. So maybe I might I'm really extreme like that.
Don't bust out the vinegar. We're doing good with the honey. You don't bust out the bottle of vinegar.
The vinegar, you catch more flies with honey, right? You gotta. That's what I'm saying. But hey, you know what? I don't. If you want to break out the vinegar, you go right ahead. I'm pulling up my decline booking inquiry from. Oh, wait, is that? No, that wasn't the right one. Let me see. There's a lot of them here. Neil,
I would love it if it was a different one, right? It was like just outside of Boca.
All right, you boys, you deal with this for a quick second. I'll BRB.
All right. Oh man, dude. Honestly though, like just as somebody who, like I said, started about the same time you did here, I've been trying to make something out of nothing up here in the Arctic, man. Fucking huge respect, dude. This has been so cool, Ben.
Dude, man.
You're a real fucking dude, man. And I really hope that I don't even hope because I know I see it happening. Like I have this premonition of seeing very obvious things in front of me. That it's gonna fucking work out for you very quickly, bro.
Thank you, dude.
Like, social media, as soon as you get eyes on you, when people want to see you, if you're gonna be filling fucking seats, bro, dude, it's gonna get bigger and bigger. Especially now, we live in an age where Tony Khan is so accessible on Twitter. He listens to Twitter, he listens to the sway of the people, and there's so many options. You know what I mean? There's TNA. If one of these guys doesn't pick you up, and Billy Corgan, why is he sleeping on you?
William Pumpkins, what are you doing, dude? Come on,
bro. You could be the biggest thing he's done since 1979.
That's what I'm saying. He's seen me, and he hasn't booked me. I asked him. I was like, I'd love to come to shows, work for you, and he still was like, yeah, maybe we can make something work. And I don't know if somebody's being a little political back there and not letting me get in, but hey, dude, I don't know what's going on. They mentioned me on their live stream, still haven't called me. So let's say what's going on.
Is we need a real fucking Chris Christopherson moment here with Johnny Cash. We're gonna fucking rent you a helicopter and drop on the cruise. You're gonna you're gonna cut a promo on Chris Jericho, and you're gonna say, "Get that helicopter off my lawn. Let's do some business here." So,
that's it, man. That's it, Matt. No, it's that's good. Good talk you behind your back. That doesn't happen very often in wrestling, let me tell you.
I want to know who it was.
You can say if they were talking good, you can say who it was.
That's I want to know who it was, Matt.
Yeah, it's all right, Matt. Let us know who was it.
Matt.
That's like I want to make this I want to make this like a movement, man. Like let's do like a grassroots movement here, and I could be I call myself the humor of the humorless in wrestling because no one's funny in wrestling. So that's people are afraid to show their personality. I'm like, dude, no one's getting by not doing that. We ain't just here to fucking share a bunch of fucking promo pics of us looking good. Like no one cares about that shit. No one cares about these corny ass promos, dude. Like
Can't all be Stone Cold, man.
Oh, show these personalities. I don't know who that is, Ken Berry, but no, I mean, it's just a like I just think, it's something that like, hey, we can build this up organically, and make it and genuine. Because I am, at the end of the day, like I always say it, I'm just Ben. Like I'm really this is you see what you get here. Like I'm not, there's nothing different. Big Trouble's kind of just a damn like extension of me, right? Like I'm not,
cool,
it's
man.
not anything different. What you see on Twitter, is just me turned up to 11, and that's really it. And it's
That makes sense
so,
why Hobo thought you'd be a good fit for TDS.
yeah.
We're kind of just like this every day.
That's it, and that's the way it
Yeah,
should
fucking
be. I mean, we can turn it up a little bit when the cameras are on, the red lights on, but I think the best characters in wrestling are the ones that people come off and it's genuine, right? I think it's look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yes,
Put some
Hobo.
respect on my
Here you
name.
come.
That's
My name
it's
is
and
Ted.
Hobo
Yes,
Ted.
it's Hobo Ted. Hobo Ted.
That rocks.
Hobo is a title or a way of, it's his position. It's not fucking, it's like where he is in life. It's not his name.
Yeah, he's a hobo
We
in a
want-
box. That's why
Okay.
I call him Hobo.
We
So
want Ben. We want Ben. Todd Quality and Mr. Little John. I'm not too familiar with those gentlemen, but that was really nice of them.
Mr. Little John is Cheeseburger.
Okay. Cheeseburger. Yes, I do know Cheeseburger. Yes.
Todd Quality's fucking awesome dude too, right out of BC right now.
Okay.
So
That's good to hear.
Ben, like as the booker, I'm fucking loving hearing this because I've done comedy, I've done wrestling, and one of the things like I've learned in comedy was these guys will book people on their shows. They don't have to be the funniest fucking guys as long as they're easy to work with and they're good people. And you're seeing a big shift in that entertainment right now. So let me tell you something, brother, man. I wish I had a fucking golden buzzer. Like I could just fucking pull up here because I fucking want to make your fucking Arctic dreams come true here in 2025, bro. You're fucking,
Dude,
I'm gonna plumb mountains here to get you up here, bro.
we'll try to make that work, dude. That'd be awesome. And that's it, man. It's like it's just about being a real person. Wrestling is such bullshit, dude. And I know comedy is too. I compare wrestling to comedy all the time because I'm sure in doing any type of stand-up comedy, people want to keep you down. They want to say you suck because it's subjective, right? Anybody can say you suck, even if you're not. Like wrestling, someone can say, "Hey, that sucked." They might not believe it, but they can tell you it because it's subjective. It's not baseball, it's not football, it's not soccer. Like there's no objective stats in wrestling. So, and so people want to like, I said to somebody the other day, someone was asking me advice about like, social media, and I'm not a genius at this shit by any means. I've just been trying to help, but I'm like, and I just wrote this. I took time to like send like a 3-minute message to this guy, just a voice note to him explaining kind of what I do. And like, hey, it worked for me. I can't promise it's going to work for you, but like, this is what I do and like stay at it. It's like, wow, I can't believe you took the time to do that. I'm like, yeah, dude, like, why don't we try to just help each other? Like, what's this like, what's this fucking bullshit about like, oh, I gotta gatekeep this or I gotta gatekeep that, or I'm not helping you or I'm keeping you down or I'm gonna bury you to somebody. And say, dude, that's just like insecure bullshit that like I played like, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but I played a real sport in college. I played basketball. Like there was none of this fucking bullshit. Like, oh, we gotta keep people down because, oh God, I'm afraid of losing my spot or this, that, or the other.
Entertainment.
Like,
that's what it is, right?
Like it's entertainment. I get it. And like, I know I ain't gonna change how this shit goes, but if at least I can be somewhat of like a positive influence on people and like and try to help. I'm not going to change. I don't think I'll be like a game changer and make people be different because it's always going to be carny in wrestling. It never will change. But dude, I'm an open book. If you're cool to me, I'll be cool to you. I don't care if you have a ton of stroke in wrestling or you have no stroke in wrestling. I don't care if you have 100,000 followers or you have 10 followers. Like if you're a cool person, like I'll talk to you. I'll chat with you. I'll try to help you. I'll give you advice or I'll listen to you, whatever. Like it's just this fucking lame wrestling shit where people get these big heads over. Dude, what is it? Where it's a fucking action soap opera. Like, come on, dude. Like fucking get over it. Fuck over yourself. It's supposed to be entertainment. We're trying to have fun. Like this ego bullshit is ridiculous. So that's what I try to do. And like to your point, be easy to work with. Don't be a fucking dick. Don't be like, it's just so silly. It really is.
You literally just became my most favorite person in wrestling. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that means a lot. No, I do appreciate that.
No, because I hate fake ass bullshit, and I've seen it so much for so many years behind the scenes. And people are like, oh, well, why do they like you? I'm like, because I'm fucking real, okay?
That's it.
Well, And then they're like, "Oh, what's your problem with me?" I'm like, "You're the biggest carny piece of shit I've ever met." And then you done runt your mouth.
Yep.
Shut up.
Yep. And there's too many. There's too many of them in
You and I
wrestling.
like
And
that.
that's it. No, and I know, and I appreciate that. And that's how I want to be. And like, and I'm done being. Like, I'll be political. I'm gonna be nice to people. You know, I'm not gonna just like burn bridges or anything like that. I'm not
No,
gonna.
but then when
You know,
they're a
but
dick to you,
when you're a dick, yeah, like I'll call you out. And believe me, I got, you know, like you said you got like you in your mind, you got the people that you're ready to fucking like talk shit about. And oh,
Hell
believe
yeah.
me, I got emails and I'm ready to go when the time's right. And there's one certain person, my God, I can't wait till I become successful. And definitely my goal is just to be more successful than him. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to
I won't name names, but if they were trained at Deep South, you probably will be bigger than that person.
Absolutely gonna blow him up on Twitter and everything because I don't like the guy. I hate him. I think he's just a political carny piece of shit. And at one point in my life, I'm telling you, once I get more successful than this guy, and I think I can be, I am going to unload on this son
I
of a
hope
bitch.
we're talking about the same fucking person.
We might be. We might be. I don't know. I don't know. He's
circling back to the kill with kindness thing and his comments. Oh fuck! I hope we're talking about the same one because I've already blown that cocksucker up.
Oh, I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is because this is a guy who he has a lot of people fooled and a lot of people think he's a really, really great guy, but he's not.
I think it is the same
talking about the exact same person. We're gonna figure that out in a bit here. But
after we go off air and the clip runs, I just am very curious. I want to ask you, but I won't do it on
all right. Yeah, we'll do it off. We'll do it offline. We'll see.
So Ben, like you're saying though, like I can't do what you do. You're not going to do what I'm doing. We both have a place here. I'm not in your lane. You're not in mine. So the better you do, the better I do, the better we all do. Why the fuck can't people get this, man?
I don't. I know that's what I'm saying. Is like, and there's some guys that are like have a good big name in wrestling, and again, I'm not going to call them all out, but like they even try to like. It's like I don't want to give opportunities to like younger guys. Like, bro, you're set, man. Like you don't. There's no problems here. Like I'm not. You have a big name in wrestling. Like I'm not coming in to take your name. Like why don't you help the next generation up and try to make this shit better? But it's like they don't want to do that. They don't. They want. They don't want.
Up, you know.
What's that?
True leaders build each other up, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's literally circling back to the whole Jericho Party podcast. Everyone shits on Jericho thinking he's taking the spotlight from these dudes, but he's fucking helping them.
Mm-hmm. He is. He's giving them.
Everybody just shits on Chris for the last 2 years. All they've done is shit on him, and he's just trying to help young guys.
I agree.
Dude's 52, 53 the fuck years old. He knows he's not where he fucking was.
Yeah.
So he's just fucking putting him out there.
No, I 100% agree with that. I think he gets too much slack, too much hate. He's actually giving people chances. Now again, right? You can what's the old analogy? You know, teaching somebody to fish or bringing them to the water. Like he's bringing guys to the water, right? And he's teaching them, trying to teach them to fish, right? He's not going to give them the fish. He can't get you over. So if like a guy, if just so happens if a guy doesn't get over being with Chris, that's not Chris's fault. He's getting them the time. He's getting them the opportunities. You know, you can't blame Chris Jericho for that. And so, and that unfortunately, that's how it goes. You know, people like to hang on, they get the low hanging fruit, and they like to harp on that and listen to certain people talk about them, and you know, and then they run and try to bury the guy, right? But I think he's doing a tremendous job. He's trying to give people opportunities, and you gotta applaud him for that because a lot of guys in his position don't do that.
Yeah,
so a lot of guys. So. You know, all power to him. He's doing his best, trying to get guys over. Some are working, some haven't. You know, and that's okay. Not everything's gonna be a home run, but you know, he's doing a tremendous job.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
You guys, Ben, I don't know if you're familiar with Trailer Park Boys.
I have seen a few episodes. I'm not super familiar with. I know it's very funny though.
You know the character Ricky?
Is he the one with the glasses?
That's Bubs.
Oh, okay. I don't know that.
He's the dope smoker with the tearaway pants. I'm going to quote Ricky in regards to the wrestling universe, okay?
Yep.
So, trying to change the mindset of the wrestling universe, i.e., Jericho getting young guys over and things about to change. It's like beating off a dead horse, you guys. It's not going to happen. Okay?
Yeah. There you go. Beating off a dead horse.
Exactly. It's like beating off a dead horse.
I gotta watch this show. Everybody tells me like, dude, you need to watch it. I don't know why I haven't. I feel bad. I had a special place in my heart for Canadians too. Who's going to Vermont, University of Vermont. I lived with one from Toronto.
Yeah, but those aren't the real Canadians. That Toronto is just America.
I know. I know. I dated a girl from Ottawa when I was in college. So
Well,
I have
the capital.
the capital. Yeah, I know that.
The East Coast is a little different than the West Coast.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear. So no, I do. Absolutely.
We're a different breed.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. Well, guys, I love this. This is great. I do have to run. But honestly, we got to talk a little bit offline real quick before we run. But
you guys go follow Ben on his socials. Ben Bishop
right
4360, Meat Pop Express on YouTube, Big Trouble Double B on Instagram, Facebook, and X or Twitter. Fuck you, Elon Musk. Please don't cancel us. And in the meantime, and in between time, go to Pro Wrestling Tees, buy the fucking Drunk Eyed Canadians and TDS merch because we're 178 days out from the goddamn cruise and we love seeing our shit running around that boat. But Ben, we do have one tradition on TDS, and you're getting inducted tonight, okay?
All right.
Liz, you want to explain this to him?
So, yeah, really quickly here. She's going to shotgun a drink. You're going to count her down here. We're going to give you a chance to promote yourself here. One final big goodbye to the crowd. But I got to say, brother, thanks for the house, man.
You got it, dude.
I also just broke my knife, so I'm going to have to do this real hillbilly-like.
Let's see it. All right, so once she starts, I got to promote myself.
So anytime now, man, just start giving us, tell people where to find you, what you're doing, man.
All right, you all saw it on the socials, Big Trouble BB on Twitter, on whatever you want to call it, X, you can call it on Instagram. Hey, I'm on TikTok as well. Haven't figured that out. I feel like I'm too old for it. And right down here, you're going to see all the places that I'll be in the next month or so. August 9th, August 10th in Georgia, Canton, Georgia. If any of you guys are in Georgia, show up. September 14th, WCPW. She hasn't even started shotgun in the beer yet. I'm already halfway done with my spiel.
You didn't count me down.
10, 3, 2, 1. And September 20th, Disruptor Wrestling back in Georgia. September 21st, Global Force Wrestling, Springfield, Illinois. And that one's up in the air. I'm not sure if I'm there yet. But I'm manifesting it into reality. Are you done with it? Are you done? Did you finish this? Did you finish it already? That was a quick 3 seconds. My word. What a wow. You broke the knife. You really didn't do it. You broke the knife. He broke the knife. Folks.
Wow.
But folks, hey, I promote everything. I'm always putting stuff out every day. Just follow me wherever. You're going to see where I am because I'm going to tell you where I am. And you're not going to forget where I am because, hey, that's what I do. I'm a big guy, big strapping, handsome guy. I talk a lot. And you're going to see. And if this interests you right here, this voice, this face, just everything about Ben, then follow me.
Perfect. That was absolutely wonderful. You guys, thank you for tuning in to TDS. We had a lovely time tonight. Ben, thank you for joining us. We've got some shit to talk off air. And in the meantime and in between time, keep fit and have fun.
Yo, what's up? You're watching TDS.